the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams. And Jay, from the land of the space program, this one's ready for takeoff.
And Ed, you have to give a lot of credit to Daryl Morey. He's done a great job in reviving this franchise. There's no doubt about it. They're on their way up.
You have to love the analytics of basketball. No team in the NBA has been better than the Rockets. Let's get ready for this one. It's good and one.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Harden hits the free throw. It's a three-point play. The Rockets extend their lead. Leonard to Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Harden to Capella. James Harden. Two for two. That's what you want. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Stuffs it down with authority. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Paul George to Leonard. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Goes to the right side. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Ah, the element of surprise on multiple fronts there. Well played.
Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Cruises inside for 2.
Ah, someone's been working on that one for weeks behind closed doors. That's why they call it practice.
Gordon with it. Lead stands at 7. Tucker. Gets it in the right corner. Harden shoots. And it's Zubac with the rebound. To George. And look out.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Number 13, Paul George.
To Harden. For 3. No good. That's great defense. George against Harden. Well, you can't do that.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
For 3, his first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Into the game for the Clippers, number 2.
Russell Westbrook rocking the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
The assist from number 21.
Harden in possession. They lead it, 4-point game. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
George buries it on the catch and shoot. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
That's his second personal foul. The Clippers now hold a penalty.
Russell Westbrook has got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Clippers have the basketball. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Westbrook. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
And that's a backcourt violation.
For the Clippers.
Harden gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Williams to Beverly. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First one, count it. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. That misses with 2 seconds to go. So the Rockets with the lead after one at Toyota Center. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
100 points and wins tonight. Everyone gets
Fires the three and drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Harden in a matchup with Harkless. And the rebound brought down by Harrell. Williams into the front court. Margins 8. Has a chance. Lou Williams. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
James Harden fires for 2. He shoots, off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
entering the game for
Williams. Short jumper won't fall. Tucker. Oh, emphatic slam.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Rockets have the ball. Iman Shumpert against Paul George. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. George shakes free and hits.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
The follow won't go either. Leonard. And finishes strong.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Slams it down.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Substitution being made in this one. Westbrook into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Westbrook. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
He gets it.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Leonard. Down low, George. Paul George. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Williams to Leonard from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss. Gordon with it. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
George to Williams. It's PG for 2. Just off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Cashes in for 2.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Great pass to set it up. Lou Williams. 3 for 3 in this first half.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
It's Russ at the controls. Knocked loose. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for 3.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with the three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
To Paul George. He'll get it down low to Howard and stuffs it home.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Oh, the slam popped out. To Westbrook. And George able to gobble up the rebound. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Eric Gordon. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Hey, back up.
That misses with a second to go. First half in the books. The Clippers are out in front. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. To Beverly. George. And the Rockets have the rebound. Gordon with it. His guys down 3. Harden against Paul George. Screen coming. Harden. And drains it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Leonard. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Harden. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
George buries it. It's a 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Harden. Shot off the mark. Good defense. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
George against Tucker. James Harden with the block. Couldn't keep it in. Off James Harden. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Knocks it down from mid-range.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Number 13, James Harden.
Leonard buries it.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Russell Westbrook at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. George. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To George. Trying to cash in off the assist.
So many people think making assist is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Even to Zubats with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Harden. Lets it fly from long range. Well defended. To Beverly. Deep right corner. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Leonard to Paul George. Curling inside. Great feed. Sets it up. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries the wide-open 3. That's too easy.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Rockets in control of the basketball. Westbrook to Harden. Fires the 3. No good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
George against Tucker. To Leonard. And he buries it.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself, defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Here comes the screen. Harden. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Leonard to Williams. Lou Williams. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Deep 2 there, won't go. Third quarter comes to an end. The Clippers have the lead. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit, easy layup.
Rises for the slam.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets it?
Someone's not going to be happy about that. You have to be careful on the inbounds.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. It stays with Houston. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. It's in the hands of James Harden. Has a look. And strokes it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Eric Gordon. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. Oh, they called the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
17, PJ Tucker. That's his first
George. Not easy.
And a three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Harden. Second effort. Clint Capella. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
George, defended by Tucker. Has a chance off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Houston takes over. Harden. Not going down here. Another shot won't go either. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
James Harden cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Leonard. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Screen coming. Harden.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
And too much contact.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Paul George. Leonard. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Westbrook to the basket, but his shot won't fall. Beverly into the front court. His guys up by 15. George to Beverly. Here's a chance from long range, and Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Strong finish for Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Westbrook to Capella. Clippers have it.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Williams across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Tucker to Capella. And they called a foul. Felt a breeze there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Harden. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Leonard. The rebound belongs to Houston. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. That misses with a second to go. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now.